lawful evil, chaotic evil, neutral evil. Right, keep listening. The 9 alignments... The 9 alignments then are lawful good, neutral good, and chaotic good, lawful neutral, true neutral, and chaotic neutral, and lawful evil, neutral evil, and chaotic evil. Now I shall speak of the power of alignment and the beliefs it engenders, of how from them the very deities gain strength and how belief can physically affect one's environments. A deity must have worshippers, for it is the faith of such subjects which gives them power. As converts are made and more come to believe in a god, the more power that god receives. Conversely, when no one believes in a deity, it withers and dies, joining the corpses of other gods that float on the astral plane. It is thus possible to slay a deity by simply forgetting about them. Huh. A much more striking example of the power of alignment and belief, however, can be seen within the sliding of gate towns. First though, I would define gate towns. Gate towns are towns on the outlands, the largely neutral area which Sigil spins over the centre of. They are called gate towns because they are built around a permanent gate or portal to one of the outer planes. Each of these outer planes has its own alignment. The Abyss is chaotic and evil, Baldur is lawful and evil, Mechanus is lawful and neutral, or lawful neutral. Mount Celestia is lawful and good, the Outlands again are true neutral, leaning to neither law or chaos. Sliding occurs when there is a high concentration of belief in an area of differing belief. When this occurs, the area itself will move, or slide, to a plane that matches the new belief. Now, the gate towns usually have a strong belief that matches the outer plane beyond the portal, but the belief is not yet strong enough for the town to slide from the Outlands and into the outer plane. For example, the town of Ribcage borders the portal to the lawful evil plane of Baldur. As expected, the residents of Ribcage are largely lawful evil residents, but the entire town's alignment and beliefs are not strong enough so that Ribcage will slide into Baldur. Bloody hell. For example, Ribcage might one day see the sudden rise of a lawful evil order of clerics promoting their dark beliefs and converting many citizens to the worship of, I'm assuming that's meant to be of there, not or there. Yeah. F and R are right next to each other on the keyboard, so that's probably a typo. Of their lawful evil god. Were this to occur even, there would be a good chance that the town would slide off the neutral outlands, becoming part of the lawful evil plane of Baldur. Whole layers of planes may move this way, thus many wars are wars of belief and faith by necessity. They are the tools by which territory is obtained and held. This, then, is the power of alignment and belief to shape the planes. This session has ended. May belief guide your actions and shape your planes, or shape the planes to your will. Farewell, all of you. Oh, okay. That was pretty cool. I don't know whether the other lecture is, maybe in here. Right, so here's the other one. Death's Advocate. Sigilians, welcome! Please take your seats and listen to the darks of which I speak. Darks, give me a break. We're not really going to listen to this rattletrap, are we? Come on, let's go find some sensate chits that have never had the pleasurous sensation of tasting the fiery passion of a skull's lips. He waggles eyebrows in anticipation. Quiet down, Mort. We're staying for a while, at least. He begins speaking with a somber tone. Death. It is what awaits you at the end of life's journey. He coughs slightly, then raises his eyebrows dramatically, waving his hands at the same time. Death is not an end, but a beginning. Mort whispers, beginning of more suffering. Nod to Mort quietly. For when you die, you shall not cease to exist. No, far from it. The outer plane shall welcome you to their breasts. There a new life, one such as you have never known, awaits you there. That's for sure. Nod to him quietly. You shall cast away the tattered cloak of this life and become one of the faithful, a petitioner. As a petitioner of this outer plane, your life's journey shall truly begin. If you have been a goodly sort of gentleman, steadfast in charity and goodwill towards your fellow bloods, perhaps the light-blanketed slopes of Mount Celestia shall house you when you die. Your spirit shall pass on to this place, dwelling as a petitioner in the beauty of golden mornings, soft sunlight that caresses, he sighs dreamily, an eternal boredom. Perhaps you lived your life to betray others and get ahead, giving lies instead of truths, backstabbing others, all to accomplish your own goals. Cold blood-red... is that carcery? The plane where all turncoats fall when they pass on. shall be the cage that imprisons you. As a petitioner of this plane, you shall live a life of treachery and treacheries, of lies and lying, knowing a life without trust. Looks like we know where we both are going to end up when we die. He hunches over, his eyes dart back and forth, and perhaps you have lived a life of bloodthirsty evil, contemptuous of your fellow man, laying others low and doing as you please without care for who or what you hurt. Then it's perhaps one of the lower planes, Baldur, or the chaotic swirling layers of the abyss that shall welcome you. Evil to the core are the spirits that come to this plane, and most are doomed to mindless cruelty and suffering or servitude in the dreaded, he whispers dramatically, Blood War. And that's if you're lucky. No matter where you go, know this, you shall be embarking on a new life, my Sigilians. Mort whispers, and that's supposed to be an incentive? We get to do this all again? Gee, I can't wait to be a floating skull all over again. Whee! Pike him. What a tard. Spoken just like someone who hasn't died before, huh? You shall be able to start anew without the burden of memory, or your past life. Your sole goal will, if you will, he smiles at his own humour, is to merge with this new plane that you are on, becoming one with the ideals and the very substance of the plane itself. You shall be one of the inhabitants, the petitioners of this plane are ideally one of the building blocks upon which the plane is built. It is the goal of all petitioners to accomplish this goal. You, he clamps his hands together for emphasis, must hold to your ideals. Oh, this is one big steaming load. Your ideals, good or evil, law or chaos, or somewhere in between. As you approach the alignment of the plane, your journey will end as you become part of the plane itself. 'Tis a glorious existence, my Sigilians. And that is what awaits you after death, my audience. Have a care as to how you live your life, but know that it is not oblivion that awaits you after this life. He says aloud, what wash? The speaker's head turns to face Mort, frowning slightly. He leans out, trying to see who spoke. A question? A question from one of the living, perhaps? Mort ducks below the lecturer's field of view, then turns to you and whispers, go ahead, Chief, tell him the dark of it. Yeah, I have a question. Oh, wow. Ooh. He indicates you for a moment. What if someone can't die? He laughs. Nonsense, everyone dies, friend. Even gods die. I can't die. Oh, truly? Look, everyone, a rare treat. One of the great immortals has graced us with his presence. Greeting, oh immortal, the audience laughs. I can prove it. Oh, do. There is more laughter from the audience. What sport? Take heed, my audience. I think we shall have a rare display of my lecture today. Come up here, O immortal, and we shall see who is right and who is dead. Kill yourself, then get back up. The speaker turns white at this, taking a step back. By the powers, I think it's only fair that you prove your point now. The audience watches in morbid fascination. Well now. Go on, die. Here, now. Prove your words to be true. Embrace your life as a petitioner. I'm not gonna kill him, Jesus. No, he offers weakly. I must confess that I'm not quite ready to depart this life just yet. So, this great new life on the outer planes may not be all it's supposed to be. The speaker is aware of his hypocrisy, but is afraid of the alternative. Perhaps not. He glances quickly at the audience. Well, certainly not now. That's what I thought. I have no more questions. If there are no more questions, get ready to leave. He looks eager to wrap things up. Then I shall end this session. I shall continue to lecture here at the hall, so tell all your friends. That was cool. I mean, of course I'd want to prove him wrong. What the fuck? The hell was that noise? Wow. I have no idea. Bum bum bum. Where was Jumble? Is he in here? Jumble murder sense. He might have actually gone out into the main hall. Wasn't he a quite fat fellow? It's not in that room. Yeah, he was a small dude. I'm certain of it. Okay, he's not in here. Crap, where'd he go? Ba 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 ba. So, I mean, I can see him in here. I'm just looking for the Jumble. I can't remember his name. Murder something. I'm certain it's Murder Sense. What is this? Oh, that's what I can hear. That room. They're casting something. Mages. Okay. There he is. Quick save as well. Why can't I talk to him? Oh, right. What the? Why was I so far away? I don't know what the hell happened with that, but alright. So this short, balding man's orange tunic is rather sizable and rather sizable gut. Give him the look of a walking pumpkin. He is absent-mindedly patting his large paunch with a slow rhythm, as if it were a drum. The man's odd, crooked smile and a strange gleam in his eyes make him look a bit mad. Greetings. The man gives an exaggerated, flourished bow and presents a small card which reads only Jumble Murder Sense, Zausatek Sorcerer Extraordinaire. He then snatches the card from your grasp and proceeds to eat it, grinning wildly all the while. Mort whispers, somewhere, an asylum is one balmy shot. I'd like you to remove Reekwind's curse. Jumble pretends not to hear you, instead belching loudly and resuming his belly drumming, his eyes wandering around the fest hall. Remove his curse, Jumble, before I'm forced to hurt you. I don't know if I want to say if I want to force him. Okay, yeah, demand it. Screw it. He raises one eyebrow and takes a step back. He opens his mouth abruptly, and though his lips or throat don't move to shape any word or sound, a torrent of incomprehensible babble begins to pour forth. God, is it Grumpus?
Updated
what the?
Journal.
Jumble shuts his mouth and the babbling ceases. He peers at you through narrowed eyes, a self-satisfied smile on his pudgy face. Suddenly, you hiccup. And hiccup, and hiccup, and hiccup again. Jumble Murdersense merely turns his head and waves you away. Uh-oh. Looks like you just got a curse thrown down on you, Chief. What have you done to me, Jumble? He ignores you entirely. Oh, no. It doesn't hurt me, I just hiccup. That's so stupid. Ugh. Right, well, there's the exit. Time to leave. Wow, I'm really far behind. Because I keep hiccuping. Ugh. Right. Salabesh. You see Salabesh the Onyx. He makes a brief but graceful half bow. Again, you stand before me. You're a master of curses. Perhaps you could help me. Help you, Salabesh sneers, doubtful. Before you can respond, he sighs, shaking his head. Well, perhaps I could. What troubles you then? Jumble Murdersense cursed me. Jumble Murdersense? Ha! That sputtering mooncalf could never best me. Oh, the battles we used to have, though. Salabesh frowns, but I'm past all that now. No longer my sort of thing, you see. I really don't know what I could do for you, after all. It's his curse. Not the sort you'd find on an item or some such. You know? That you could remove with simple magics. He'll have to remove it, and willingly. Well, could you teach me a curse then, that I could use on him? Well, I don't normally do that. I keep my curses to myself, you know, and besides, even a single curse would take one a long while to learn. More time than I'd care to spend on it. Ooh, perhaps they're just not good enough. I don't want to pay him, I want to try that. You're just worried your curses aren't good enough. You what? Of all the ridiculous... No, look here, you knuckle-dragging sack of scars. Salabesh the Onyx is the master of curses, and there is no other. Why, I could give you but a single phrase that would render that nincompoop's cursing wholly incompetent. Purse your lips, look skeptical. That's it. Oh no! Oh, there we go. So yay, he taught me it. Okay, I thought I'd screwed up. That's it, you've made me do it. Salabesh utters a short string of impossible syllables, words of power, which you note mentally for later use against Jumble. There, see what that does to him, and tell me Salabesh the Onyx isn't the master of curses then. Thanks, Salabesh, I'll do that. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Oh my god. That was easy. Jesus. So now I just need to find Jumble again, as I constantly keep hiccuping. Is he still going to be in this room? I'm not entirely sure. I like how it's giving me the red arrow as if I'm being attacked. But I'm not, I'm just hiccuping. It's an internal battle. I'm assuming he's probably still in here. Ah, there he is. Oh, there we go. Throw the curse Salabesh taught you at him. Jumble stares at you with a somewhat skeptical expression as you speak the arcane syllables of Salabesh's curse. After a moment of awkward silence, the Zausatec mage notes that nothing seems to have happened, and an evil grin spreads across his face. He opens his mouth to retaliate with another curse of his own, only to realise he has no voice. Salabesh's curse has removed Jumble's ability to speak, thereby destroying the Zausatec's ability to curse others. He clutches at his throat, panic welling up in his eyes. Looks like the tables are turned, Jumble. What do you think will happen when anyone... when anyone you've ever cursed finds out you can't speak or curse anymore? Jumble drops to his knees, pleading expression in his eyes, or a pleading expression in his eyes. He looks ready to burst into tears. Will you remove the curse you placed on me and swear never to curse another who didn't mean you harm? Jumble places his hands over his heart and nods vigorously. Very well, I'll remove the curse then. Jumble sighs with relief as you remove Salabesh's curse from him. He in turn removes his own, and your hiccups finally stop. He then bows humbly and casts his eyes to the floor. I'd like you to take your curse off Reekwind as well.
Updated my journal.
Jumble nods, pouting, and with a wave of his hand removes Reekwind's curse. Thanks. Farewell, Jumble. Oh my god. That was great. Yeah, I can't do anything. Oh, that dialogue was the best with the hiccups just added into it. Are there any other people that I've missed? Who do I need to speak with for my quests? Perhaps I'll ask around. No. Vivian. Also. Keys to her heart. Oh. Oh wait, there we go. A man named Merriman, Dolores' first love. Speak with him on her behalf. Oh, there. Found him. This man looks like a bitter, cantankerous old codger. His mouth is twisted into a frown that becomes even more severe as he notices you coming his way. Merriman is my name, or Merriman my name be, or my name may be, but merry I am not. Off with you, young one. No time for the likes of you. He goes into a fit of coughing from the exertion of shooing you away so loudly. Wait, Delora wanted me to speak with you. Merriman eyes you suspiciously. That so? About what, eh? Well? She says that you're her first love, and that so long as you hold the keys to her heart, she'll never be free to love another. She told you that, eh? I'm surprised. Perhaps leaving her under Mistress Grace's tutelage did what I couldn't. Started to develop her feelings. In any case, he pats a pocket on his tunic. I won't just give the keys to you. Wait, what? Wait, those are literally the keys to her heart? He nods. That they are. The law is a construct, didn't you know that? A creature of sorcery and clockwork mechanics she is, and one of my finest creations. Merriman sighs, but cold without emotion or character. I brought her to the brothel and set her so that she could not leave, in the hopes that the constant contact with so many others would begin to develop her own personality. The keys are the tools used to set her. She wants them because she feels they are limiting her personal growth now, I suspect. Then why don't you just return them to her? Merriman scowls, because I've become a cruel and bitter old man, who sees he can get something out of you. Not if I just take the keys. Go on then, what do you want? I want to forget. I've lived almost 150 years now, and I've seen every sensory stone I've cared to in this grand hall. I've little time left to live and I'm too weak to go out in search of wholly new experiences, so I need to find a way to forget them all. That way I can start again in my final days. So, do I just wallop you in the back of the head, or what? No, you bloodthirsty lummox. I'll need something. Some item. Some concoction that will allow me to forget, like a draught of the river Styx. Something like that. Ah! I think if I go into the curiosity shop, they probably have something from the river Styx. Probably. Ba 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 ba. Wait, you mentioned the river Styx. I remember reading that last session, but I can't remember where. What did I do last session? I spent most of it in the gallery, didn't I? I don't actually remember what I did last session. I spoke with Nordham quite a lot. Yeah, I spent quite a bit of time in the gallery. Galleria, whatever.
Alright.
Was it there then? Let's see. If it's not the gallery, I'll go to the curiosity shop, because it could be there as well. Oops. I didn't realise I was clicking just the building. So what is that? Several shards of black crystal or ice. Bah, 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 bah. Leave them be. Dark birds of something, acanthus or something. I need her to tell me what they are because I can't remember. I do, yes. The dark birds of acanthus. It said that the sheet of ice is the final destination of the river Styx. That the recollections of all that have plunged into the Styx's memory destroying waters still lie frozen within the ice. Boom. So yeah, I just have to take one. Oh god, how bad is this gonna hurt? Grab one of them. As you reach out to grab one of the whirling shards, your fingers enter the icy wind that rises from the pedestal. Instantly a coat of numbing frost forms around them, causing you to momentarily draw back. Place your hand back in and grab one. What? You thrust your hand into the frigid numbing wind. Unbeknownst to you, your entire hand freezes solid as you wrap it around one of the dark birds. As another of the black shards spins into your fist, your hand breaks off at the wrist with a sharp crack and goes clattering across the Galleria floor. Pick your hand up and stick it back on. Quick! Oh no! Wait, so what's this? Did I actually manage to get the what is it? So you pick up your frost-covered fist and thrust it onto your bleeding stump. Noticing that the dark bird you grabbed, a razor-sharp shard of black ice, has already melted away to nothing. Oh no! Looks like you'll have to catch it in something that will keep it cold. Eventually, warmth and feeling returns to your hand as your tissues thaw and regenerate. So I need to catch it in something. Okay. I suppose I do need to go to the curiosity shop after all. I get the feeling it's from the... What is it though? Yeah, from the curiosity shop. I don't know for a fact. Let's see. So, what do you have? None of those. Yeah, it's just a fiend's tongue. Chocolate quasset, David's tears, baby oil. Back of the store. Stained lens. That's probably for Nod, isn't it? Rune-covered Ailstein. Tattered ragdoll. Yevra's ring. How much is this? 149 coppers. Yeah, sure. Pretty sure I read all of them. I knew it. Really hope he has enough. Alright, done. Bugger. Shoot. What could I do then? I mean, I'd need to rest. If anything. I could rest in the dormitories. Yeah. But it certainly seems like, do I not have a... I thought I had a blue thing. Yeah, the item that allows me to identify things. I mean, I can rest in the dormitories, so going there might just be what I have to do. Either way, back to the fest hall. I guess. So I need to be able to catch a black ice shard. Oh well. I didn't realise it was going to be so, like, so much work involved for the brothel quests. Was there anybody in here that was named, aside from Jumble Murder Sense? I'm also just interested. I was also about to say my health dropped again. I lost my entire hand, but it only cost me like 3 hit points. Mage in training. They're all just mage in trainings. Although she's different. Although, not really. This person is staring intently at a metal panel mounted on the chamber's wall. After a moment of fierce concentration, they wave their hands about and utter a string of impressive-sounding arcane syllables. All to no effect. Nonetheless, they continue to practice diligently, far too involved with their work to speak with you. What about all the others? Right, so it's the same thing. What about the ones that are just talking to one another? Oh, here we go. So this person is carrying a sheaf of papers and unwound scrolls. They occasionally pause to look through them and read portions of what's written aloud. practicing elaborate hand motions as they do so. They look up as you come to stand before them. Greetings. What is this place? This is where aspiring mages can come to train and study. Many wizards took their first steps in the art as fledgling sorcerers here. Where's the trainer? I do not know where Lady Thorncombe has gone. I would suggest you try the sensoriums. She spends much of her time there. They lower their voice, frowning, perhaps too much. The sensoriums? Ask Splinter, just inside the Fest Hall's entrance, of them. You cannot reach them yourself, but he will take you there. That's all I wish to know, farewell. I mean, I don't really want to go to the sensoriums yet. Oh, I mean, I could do. Are these the dorms? I mean, I'd like to rest, if possible. It's just the... Can I just rest? Nope, I need permission. Back. Alright, I guess we're going. Splinter! What if I ask Splinter about a place to rest?
Done.
Maybe he would just take me to my dorm or something. Or to a dorm. Ba 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 ba. Alright, Splinter. How can you help me? Oh, shoot. Another question. Is there somewhere I could rest here? Lodgings within the Fest Hall. Walk eastward through the Fest Hall from here, you'll eventually come to them. Speak to the room. Oh, the room clerk there. Okay. Now, could you help me? Can you show me to the sensoriums? There are two. The public sensorium, where visitors may use the sensory stones for anywhere between 10 and 50 commons, and the private sensoriums, where only members of the Society of Sensation are allowed. You can reach neither of them yourself. We must take you there. Take me to the private one, is where I'm gonna guess. Private sensorium.
Alright.
How big is this place? Ooh, it's fairly sizable. So we have Quell. No, just regular people. It seems she may have actually been in the public one after all. So what's this? The inscription around the base of this sensory stone indicates that it holds the experience week-long hunting trek across the forests of Arborea, or Arborea. Begin the sensation. You're standing in a circle of white tents deep in the woods. Somewhere. The trees around you are by far the largest you've ever seen. Suddenly, though, there's an odd prickling sensation at the back of your skull. Your surroundings melt into a colourless smear, then slowly resolve into what looks like the interior of a large grey sphere. Across from you stands a figure almost identical to yourself. His eyes flash in the half-darkness. A mad smile splits his features. I knew you would come. Greetings? Oh, greetings, greetings. So good to see you, he sneers. I bid your murderous tongue to be silent. That's right, murderous. Your pretend innocence is laughable. Who are you? Oh, don't you know? Didn't all those filthy, lying, thrice-be-damned journals tell you who I am? Those journals that were so conveniently left for me when I awoke? Those journals that called me an incarnation? Huh, burnt them all, I did. All that I found. What did they say exactly? They spoke. Lies, 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 and nothing more. Filth about a man who forgets himself. Other incarnations of preserving their experiences in writing so later lives could benefit. Thieves, it's my life, mine. You all want to steal my body and you won't have it. So, you're one of my earlier incarnations. He crosses his arms and looks away. If you'd put stock in such trash, yes. What did those lying journals say? They spoke lies. Okay, where am I? Oh, this? He gestures around him, snickering. Just a little trap is all. I realise that killing you body thieves might not be enough. I might have to trap you and ensnare you for eternity. You may have realised by now that there's no way out of the sensory stone. Your mind is locked here. You'll note the rather sparse surroundings I've left for you, all to help the madness set in good and quick while your flesh rots away. He chuckles evilly. I have some questions then. Your earlier incarnation crosses his arms and looks away indignantly. Save for a few more tufts of hair on his head, he's identical to you. Even his arms have most of the tattoos yours do. How did you make this trap? Can't you tell that? It'll never be replicated. The magics used in its creation were lost, even to me. Clever it is, though. One experience hidden beneath the other, so that no flesh but my own would set it off. So there are actually two sensations within this stone. Yes. That of the Arborean hunting trip and that of this trap. He looks suddenly wary of you. Why? Try and force your way into the other sensation through sheer willpower. What are you doing? Stop that. Didn't you force your way into the other sensation? You at last push yourself into the surface, experience the Arborean hunt, and end the sensation before being pulled back into the trap. Oh. That's cool. Are all of these going to be trapped? That's really cool if they are. Wait, there's more people in here. Oh. This sickly green stone is securely fastened to the pedestal it rests upon. The inscription beneath it reads, "The Messenger." As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing, its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much so you close your eyes to shut it out. Close your eyes, submerge into the experience. As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them, tired, so tired. You try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You are sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and herbs? Why are you here? You came here to... what? Your memory fails you. But you feel a growing panic beginning to well up within you. Try and get your bearings. Ah, awake now are you? A questioning all are done? The voice is an old woman's, thick and scratchy, as if it is trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue, and your eyes? What's wrong with your eyes? Now, see me you did, spoke you did, and poorly, so the price have you paid, The crone sounds amused. Then her tone drops sharply. No more of your questions, now you will listen. And you will remember my words, for in minding me you shall live. She hisses, nod if you hear me, or another bit shall I take. Nod. Remember me, traveller. Remember me to a stone, one of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup, pour what you feel into it, and know this. Remember me to a man who wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories but has misplaced them. If smart he is, he will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me, and if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the glimmering stone. We shall speak, my precious man and I. The woman pauses and hisses again. Nod if you will hear me, ragged thing. Ah, pretty polite to listen so long. When he comes to the glimmer stone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain. The crone's voice trails off as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there's only a sick gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Ah. But there's only one sick gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you... And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness. Ravel! Ravel! It is I! There is silence. Ravel? Ah, my precious man. There is a slow shuffling of feet. You feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly barely you can see. With your one and only eye, you lie in a grey hut, upon a dirty floor, where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding grey dust. Your arms are gone, your legs have been hacked off at the knees, yet you feel numbed, and there is no pain, only fear. There is someone above you, someone looking down on you. Look up. As you look up through your bloody blurred vision, you see a horrid bluish-grey face, grinning with yellow tusks. Ravel is pleased. Wondering I was if this messenger would make it, for weak he was when his bits were placed on my plate. She holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled on the tip of it is an eyeball, the right one. Yet to the festive hall he returned, it seems, and the time two together has he shared. And now you have come. Success. Ravel, I have many questions for you. The crone shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3 images at once. Her greyish hair is like brambles, drifting down her shoulders. No, only time for answers does Ravel have. She has no time to waste with your guess questions. Know this, and in knowing, grow strong. You must find me, my precious man, but how, I do not know.
Dated my journal.
Shh. I am beyond knowing, in a lady's place. Now shh, and listen to Ravel, for there is much you must do. To find me, 3 things you must do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the door. I think I know that. Yeah, I think it's the one in the foundry. Door? The door is not a finished thing, at least, when I last gazed upon it, But in the passing of time, perhaps now well wrought it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find the door that takes one to me. What is the key you speak of? To know if the key, speak to one of the knowing ones. Many there are in the festive hall, many, yet only one there who knows the knowing of what the key is that you need. Loosen his tongue, and many secrets shall spill forth. Or shall spill forth. When you say unlock the key, what do you mean? Knowing the key is not enough, so Ravel thinks. Knowing it